Hey there, Backyard again. This is Jeremy with Backyard Bourbon Broadcasting. This is episode 18. In this episode, Jeremy talks about his holy toe and also about long-legged Shelly Turnbull. Hope you enjoy this. This is episode 18 of the Backyard Bourbon Broadcast. Hey there, Backyardigans. Hey, it's Jeremy with the Backyard Bourbon Broadcast, this time with coffee, not bourbon. It's cold outside. It's 22 degrees. Feels like 9. Now, when you're used to 50s, I think it was 50 yesterday, that's a drop. I just checked the weather, and that's what it says, so it's coffee. Whew. How are things going? I'm trying to think about what I'm trying to talk about today. What a day. There was this, we had the day off today, so my family and I were going. My youngest daughter, some money is burning a hole in her pocket. She wants to go to Starbucks, so we go to Starbucks. And the dumbest thing, that I can't understand how people design things. You have to go to school for that. So how do things get designed so stupid when it takes massive amounts of college and experience to be allowed to design things? How are we still designing stupid things? That drives me nuts. And one of the biggest things is like drive-through lanes, how they'll design a store knowing that they're going to have to put in a drive-through like a Starbucks or a McDonald's. And so they put the parking lot against the building and then put the drive-through lane around the parking lot. How are you supposed to get out, right? So the English, that's fun to use sometimes. Try some more coffee. Maybe that'll help me with English. Oh, no, it's not going to help because it just burned my lip. Anyway, we're pulling up into Starbucks here and into the drive-through lane, and this girl from New York plate, so I have to assume she's from New York, and she's trying to back up as we're sitting directly behind her. And she just keeps on backing up. I roll my window down like, hey, lady, just pull forward, pull back into where you were just 2 seconds ago. I'll go around you, and then you can pull out because the truck that was in front of us moved up finally. She argued with me. I ended up having to back up, which was the dumbest thing because I could have ended up backing into somebody, and then New York just drives off going, doodles. I got my coffee. What do I care? Anyway, people are stupid, designers are stupid, everybody's stupid today. Sorry for the pessimism, but you know what? When it looks like it and smells like it, you call it what it is, and it's just plain stupid. Okay. Gonna take another sip of coffee, try and calm down. Gonna try and get through 2 stories today. The story of the Holy Sock. And the story of this girl named Shelly Turnbull that I used to know. Okay, so I'm an idiot, and if you've listened to this podcast even once, you know that. Or if you've met me, you've had the pleasure of meeting me, you know I'm a moron. But as bad as I am now, like 20 years ago, I was even worse. I swear... Junior high and high school, and even after into community college. Yeah, that's how bright I was. I was like in a daze, just absolute full on. Like if you would have a normal person, if you would have just woke up real early in the morning, that's the kind of brain power I had in the middle of the day. Like at full strength, that's how little brain power I had. And so, I don't know if you're like me, but with shoes, some shoes require a certain pair of socks, right? if they're really tight on you, you're going to have a thin pair. You don't want some thick pair of socks on that are rubbing against you and killing your feet. Vice versa. If you have a big pair of shoes that you weren't too bright about sizing correctly, Jeremy, that you get a bigger pair of socks, right? Well, I can't remember if they were tight on me or loose. The point is that I only bought one pair of socks for that type of shoe. So inevitably, you're going to wear holes in the socks faster than you wear holes in the shoes, right? So I got a holy pair of socks. And back then I was a moron, so I'm not noticing that. I can feel on my big toe, like how your feet sweat and you start to stick to certain types of material. I wasn't noticing that. Just didn't care. Like I said, I was in a daze for probably a good 5 years, if not 10. Ask my father, it's probably been 41. The point is, wore a hole in my socks. Okay, a year goes by. I wear the hole into the sock, and now I wasn't in the holy socks for a year. It just, after I get the shoes and the socks and the whole deal, I finally wear a hole into them, and I meet my wife, the woman who would be my wife, and we go to her aunt's house for I think one of her step cousins was back in town, and they were having a party for him, and it's a very, very ritzy side of town, a very, very nice house, and I'm not thinking of it, but I dress up, and put on my holy socks. Why wouldn't I put on holy socks, right? I'm just meeting the relatives of this woman I care deeply about. So I get to the house, and they have a no-shoe rule. Now, I've never met people who have a no-shoe rule. This is the first time. I don't know any Japanese people, right? So I don't know if people take their shoes off when they come inside. Well, to me, your socks are just as filthy, right? I would rather look at somebody's dirty shoes than their dirty socks, because that's sweat and dirt and funk and God knows what. So anyway, I show up there mortified to find out they have a no-shoe rule. Off come the Doc Martens. I think they were Doc Martens I was wearing. And here's Jeremy's big toe. It's Jeremy and his big toe. How you doing? Now, do you think the thought crossed my mind to take my socks off too? If they're no shoe people, they're probably not going to have a problem with no socks either, right? I could have ended the whole thing right there. Boom. No socks, no shoes, no service. Now, I walk around the house in my holy socks. That's how big of a moron I am. I am such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. If they had a contest for idiots, I'd come in second place. You know why? Because I'm an idiot. I can just tell. I just know that her whole family was at the wedding. Gee, I wonder if Jeremy got a holy pair of black socks up there with that tuxedo. All right? Got his big toe sticking out there, saying I do. Saying his vows. Oh my God. I can't even believe I was that stupid. I mean, I'm pretty aware of how stupid I am, but even that one shocks me. So, that's the story of the shoes. Actually, that's the story of the big toe. See how stupid I am? I don't even know the title of my own stories. Coffee. He's drinking coffee. Okay, what else am I going to talk to you about? Oh, yes, I know exactly what I'm going to talk to you about. So everybody's met a person that is an incredible flirt, right? The girl that I'm thinking about was, she was very pretty, very fit, volleyball player, loved wearing those spandex shorts, and this is in junior high school, and outgoing personality. She knew everyone, she was kind to everyone, and as a guy at that age, you don't understand that some girls are just nice to everybody, right? If you're used to the girls that are just they won't give you the time of day, or they call you names, or they look at you in disgust because of the, I don't know, the moronic caveman that you are, cave boy that you are. when one finally steps into your life that like gives you attention and says, "Hey, how are you doing?" They know your name and they're just flirting with you. You think, "Oh my God, this is gonna be easier than I thought," and it's not. Anyway, Shelly was one of those that just loved life and never met a stranger and was very kind and beautiful, and she knew she had it. And so, like, you have to understand the group I'm in, the group of guys I'm in with. It's me, my brother, my cousin Nate. I'm going to name people out of sequence here, but my best friend Miles and Ross and this kid Matt and these other kids like that were like my brothers, Scott and David. We were all the same knucklehead, just perving on girls, just oh man, just thinking about women like junior high and high school boys do, no ability to communicate with them, but obsessing about them. And so you mix that with that group of guys with Shelly, who was just a knockout, and I think like in 10th grade, like her sophomore year, junior year, she was probably 5'11". I mean, she was tall. At least it seemed like that. Maybe I was still growing. Anyway, she had very, very long legs, and she flaunted those legs. She knows it. If you meet her, you ask her, she says no. She didn't. She's lying. She knew what she was doing. And so, we all go to the same church, and we're getting in the van to go to, I don't even know what we're going to. We're just going to some church thing. It's summertime, and me, my brother, and my cousin Nate all climb into the back row of the van. And my cousin and I used to have this song. There's no room in the van for you, though millions have fit, there ain't room for nothing. There's no room in the van for you. It was real clean. Anyway, the thing was, we get in the back row. It's summertime. Here comes Shelly and her long legs. Now, my brother thought Shelly was it at this point in his life. He's about 14 years old, 15. Shelly's got a car. She's got these long legs, and she's flirting with my brother, and my brother thought she was just fantastic. Well, I don't know why, but I was kind of like, I was probably obsessed with other girls anyway, so Shelly wasn't on my radar just because she was so popular, and so all the guys liked her. I was like, I got no shot, so I'm not even going to bother, right? We're sitting in the back row. Here comes Shelly, and she's like, scoot over, guys, and we're teasing her. We're like, nah, we're not scooting over, It's probably higher than that. Nah, we're not scooting over. And so she sits down on my brother's lap, stretches her long legs across my cousin, across his lap, who's sitting in the middle of us, and then there's me getting her feet at the end, which is typical. And my cousin Nate, I'll never forget this. He just folds his arms and leans over to the back of the seat in front of us and just leans his head down on his arms and just keeps going, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Oh, it was so funny. She knew exactly what she's doing, and Nate's just there. "Oh my God. She doesn't know what she's doing." Oh, yeah, she knew. She knew. So that's the story of Long Leg Shelly. Oh, man. Oh, good times. Good times. So that's it. That's today's episode of the Backyard Bourbon broadcast. Highly caffeinated version this time. Hope you liked it. This was like episode 18 or something. I don't know. Anyway, hope you liked it. Peace out!